Hello everyone. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the key to sustainable fitness. But before we get into the key of sustainable fitness, we have to talk about what is sustainable fitness. And to me, sustainable fitness is the fitness protocol and nutrition protocol as well that you can stick to for your entire life and not be compromising your own life, your health, and the things that you love to do. Health and fitness and nutrition, all that stuff should never get in the way of your life. It should only be used to elevate your life in the way you feel, the way you look, the things you can do, and the way you your relationship with yourself, how you feel about yourself. I think it should only ever elevate all of that rather than put it down or get in the way of that. It should never be compromising. And so what I want to talk about today is the current issue with a lot of the way people go about their fitness, what gets promoted to people with regards to fitness, and what I think the antidote to all of that really is. And it's been what I've been using now for the last few months. I've really sort of transitioned from the more old school conventional wisdom with regards to fitness to a newer idea that I've been dabbling with and seeing a lot of success with. And it goes like this. A lot of the fitness advice that we get from people who are in the top 1% of I guess you could say physique or fitness or anything of nutrition even, I guess you could say. But they're not really in the top 1% of health. And on top of that, what works for them and what they do doesn't always work for people who are just starting out or even working different jobs and different lives. And so I think it's a common misconception that what works for the elite, you can call them, will work for the people who don't necessarily strive to be in the elite, but just strive to live good, healthy, and uncompromised lives. And so when it comes down to the type of training that they recommend, people often think that, oh, okay, I see my favorite fitness influencer where he works out 4 to 5 times per week and does an hour and a bit of training every day. He eats, chicken, broccoli, and rice, or other very restrictive diets that are, they measure every calorie that they eat and everything of the sort. And I don't think it has to be that intrusive unless, you are willing to do that and it's conducive to your life. Those types of people, yeah, they're going to be more stingent on their training. They're going to be more picky about their foods because their livelihood revolves around that. If they're a fitness influencer, they have to look good. They have to show off a certain kind of lifestyle that they put out to the world, that they are about the gym, that they are about their nutrition. At least, to some capacity, I don't quite agree with a lot of the nutrition practices they do, but they have to portray that. And so it makes sense that everything they do, the extra hours they spend in the gym, the extra time they spend or the extra nonsense that they do with regards to the nutrition, it does pay off for them because it's part of their life. However, for you watching, it likely isn't. They're likely not a fitness influencer. And so you don't need to be doing the same things that they do to achieve their goals. And here's the thing, most people don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the resources to do the things that they do. And so I think it's important to shift the mentality and the training protocols that people do in order to give them the best results possible given their current life. If you're like most people, you have a job or are in school that takes up at least 40 to 50 hours of your week, if not more. You want to keep up a social life, which does take, I don't know how much it takes up in your life. It could take 5, 10, 15, 20 hours on top of that. You do want to have your own personal downtime where you can kind of just rest, recuperate, do something that you enjoy. You want to have time for maybe some self-improvement stuff, to read or even work out or go for walks or listen to podcasts or converse with people who are like-minded or build something on your own. All this stuff takes time. And so to sit there and have me tell you, yeah, you got to work out for an hour a day. You got to eat very specific boring foods that may or may not be conducive to your health, and all this has to get in the way of everything else you have to do, and you have to make sacrifices of that. I don't think that that's a good message, and I don't think that that's sustainable in the long run. What you do in health and fitness, like I said, should be what elevates all those other things. What you do with health and your nutrition and your fitness should make you better at your job, should make you better within your relationships, and should also allow you to find even better relationships along the way. It should help you develop as an individual with your self-improvement a lot better. It should help you with other basic healthy lifestyle habits, such as it should help you with your sleep. It should help you with your focus. It should help you with your energy, not being fatigued. All these little things, it should help you elevate. And so I don't think that a lot of what these high-level fitness influencers or pseudo-fitness athletes or whatever, what they do and what they promote is necessarily the best for you. And so to give you now the antidote to all this, and this is what I've been doing, is I have a small checklist that is so small that it can be mental. You don't have to write it down or keep track of this. You will know what it is you need to do simply because it is that simple. So here's the basic checklist of what I know I need to do on a given week. All right, it's a weekly checklist. And you can even make it into a daily checklist as well, just to know that, okay, on these days I want to hit XYZ, on the other days I want to hit ABC. So on any given week, I know that to maintain a healthy lifestyle and a sustainable level of fitness, I need to be working out at least 2 or 3 times per week. My workouts are only half an hour. They're very short, very efficient, very effective. I need to be doing some form of cardiovascular training, whether it be walking. Now that I'm in Greece, swimming is another one, or you can do other things like you can go for bike rides. You can do what's it called? You can go to the gym and do some treadmills. Whatever it is you want, it could be something that you do in your free time. Do that 3 to 7 times per week. And you might think 7 times per week cardio. It's like, no, it could be walking for 10 to 15 minutes every day. And then it could be some body maintenance stuff. And this could be something as simple as some light stretching to a more active body maintenance thing where I'm actively working on certain stabilizers in my body and doing that anywhere between 3 to 7 times per week. And then the very basic one, which is every day consuming foods that nourish and elevate my body. Eating very nutrient-dense stuff that, can only does benefit to the body, obviously in the right quantities. So just to recap that, because I know I talk a lot in between, working out 2 to 3 times per week, doing some form of cardiovascular training 3 to 7 times per week, doing body maintenance 3 to 7 times per week, and eating good foods every day, and good nutritious foods every day. And I think that if you have this as your goal, as your training protocol, as a foundation, it's A, very easy to get into. B, it's far better for sustaining it over a long period of time. The benefits of it are greater because you're not bombarding your body with all this training stimulus and all this food and all this extra nonsense that people promote. And most of all, you can remember it, it's simple, and once you check it off, you know that that's what you have to focus on. You don't have to focus on necessarily the weights that you lift. You don't have to focus on whether or not you're dropping weight too much. It's about getting this in and week out. And if you can do that, to me, that is the most sustainable form of fitness that you can do. Something that is conducive to your lifestyle, that gives you the benefits you want, and doesn't have the drawbacks that you might suspect from starting your health, fitness, nutrition journey in whatever goal that might be. And like I talked about in my previous video, should you do this checklist with your health first, with your health as a priority, everything else you do will fall into place very, very simple, very easily. And it'll almost be like you don't have to think about it. It'll just happen. And so this is the message I want to leave with sustainable fitness, is that I don't think that we need to be training every day like maniacs in order to achieve our goal. If you want to be training every day and you find that training every day helps you, by all means. I'm not saying that training every day is bad. All I'm saying is there's more ways to go about it for people who might think they're too busy or have too much on their plate or don't have the energy or whatever. There are other ways to go about it, and there's not just one way to do it. You don't have to be in the gym 6 times per week. You can be in the gym only twice per week, and at home doing little things here and there that can elevate your body just the same. So I want to leave this video here in that you don't have to compromise yourself. You don't have to compromise your life. You can achieve your goals with a very simple checklist of basic practices that you do. And over time, you'll build a habit, and you will see your life start to improve exponentially. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you like this sort of content, please let me know. Comment below, send me a message. And again, send me a message if you want any help with this. I am currently building out a document that details all of this and how I go about it, my frame. So if you're interested in this, please let me know. And yeah, thank you for watching till the end, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.